Alright, I'm here. I'm live. And I'm just about ready to go. Just looking for something quick. Alright. Switching over. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm not floating. Hello everyone who's showed up, everyone who's watching the VOD. So I'm just gonna continue about this as I have been. Oh, right, yeah, last time, Trey got me to pick up, Raul right here. Although I think it might be Raul. Now, I forgot to look into, like, who I'm supposed to introduce him to. But I got a couple ideas. Okay. So we got the good doctor. There's that, the older lady who sells scrap. There you go. Doc Mitchell. Hello? Mitchell? Oh, there's Mitchell.
How are you holding up?
Those are questions I asked, like, forever ago. I'm not sure why those are highlighted. Anyways, Raul. Let's talk.
You really enjoy dragging me into situations where I get shot at, don't you, boss?
I gave you armor, and also I haven't dragged you in anything where you get shot yet. How do I command you?
How are you holding up?
I can't believe we were allowed in.
I thought there'd be some sort of dialogue here. Okay, there's only things questionable bringing 3 NPCs. Not Doc Mitchell. Doc Mitchell's not old enough. Loyal, Corporal Sterling, and Ranger Andy. Okay. So it's actually a very particular list, not just any old person. Now, if I remember Ranger Andy, he's the guy with the bad knee. I think he just hangs out in his house. I'm gonna take care of this little quest, E-Quest. Now that's Jeannie May. We're not looking for Jeannie May. That's Nick Bridehouse. Looking for Ranger Andy. Now, I think he should be around here somewhere. I think. Is this Ranger Andy's house? Settler. No. You know, I'm starting to realize that moment of bloodthirst I went ahead and indulged really didn't spare me time to actually get familiar with the people of the Mojave. I was just more interested in getting a move on so I could catch up with Benny. And then so I could catch up with Benny again. Good times. Good times. That's a rocket. Maybe Ranger... Oh, right. I remember now. Ranger Andy's in the better houses. Ranger Andy lives in the fence. I was gonna say his name right on it. Yep. There's Ranger Andy. Andy. Ranger Andy. This journal of eternal... Interesting, but no. Okay, where's Ranger Andy? Yeah, now I'm actually kind of like... But I really am not familiar with this game here, because I just don't see Ranger Andy anywhere. No idea where we'd even hang out. Although here's a nice little shack with some repairables. Nice. Nice. I mean, if I'm willing to steal scrap, I guess I'm good. Yeah. Oh, there's the good doctor, now that I don't need her. Jeez, I can never find her when I'm looking for her. I wonder if the body's still there after all this time. Nah, I guess it finally disappeared. That'd be funny, though, if she was still just there, her corpse was still there after all this time. That would just be silly. Alright. Right, Ranger Andy's bungalow. Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Oh.
Hey.
Ranger Andy.
What's new?
Your body's injured, not your mind. You're kidding yourself into thinking you're useless. Oh.
People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. Can't remember the
Thank
last
you,
time
Phoenix,
someone
for the
suggested I knew
follow.
Something worth knowing. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times. Maybe it will for you too. Let me show you how it's done.
Through our unarmed technique. Special takedown. Let's initiate a power attack. While it's moving backwards, you'll drop your opponent to the ground. Awesome. I'm a kung fu master now. Ranger Andy... Ranger Andy... No. Oh, wait. He's still here. Okay.
Angry soldier robots with bazookas. I'm sure they'll be a good police force.
Oh, yeah. What the... Quit moving, please. You're just zipping around your bungalow. Okay, maybe I didn't save this conversation. That's weird.
Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good.
What happened?
A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in the closet.
Uh-huh. Okay, so what did you do?
I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet, and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate. Anyway, that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me.
You're with the NCR, right?
Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn mother hen.
Would you feel better if I checked on your NCR friends?
No. They're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go. They're good soldiers. I don't give them enough credit.
Fair enough.
They're the NCR's finest. A one-man platoon, each of them. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man senseless? That's when you bring in the Rangers. And if you see a squad of veterans, guys who are in their black armor, well, you won't find a more beautiful sight.
Good to know.
Hey, wait a sec. I know what I said, but if you find yourself by Ranger Station Charlie, let me know what you find. I'd be interested.
Okay.
Any word on Station Charlie?
Do I have to do your quest before I can... Oh, let's talk.
You decided to off one of the most powerful men in the Mojave. Life was getting boring anyway. Really.
No, I don't have any interactions yet involving... Okay, so... Ranger Andy wants me to check out Station Charlie. Okay, is that a quest, though? No, and I'm kind of annoyed that it's not, because now I have to look for the station. See, Station Charlie. That's Delta. Alpha. Deserted Shack. Vault 19. Okay, and where is... Where is Alpha, though? Not Alpha Charlie. I'm looking for Charlie. Right, Alpha earlier. I'm now getting myself backwards. Station Echo. Bound to be one I haven't been to before, right? Let's see. Bravo. Camp Guardian. Foxtrot. Okay, so I've seen A, B, and then this D, E, F. So, ba 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 da da da. Pardon me if I get a little quiet, but I'm looking for... Oh wait, I do have Charlie.
Hey, boss. Can I ask you something?
Can I ask you to not be this horrendously close to me?
What do you think of guys like Ranger Andy?
Oh. Think he's a hero of the NCR.
That wasn't what I meant, really. I mean, guys who have a world of experience doing what they do, but have to give it up because they're getting old and slow or too injured.
After crippling injury, a guy like Andy's tougher than most men alive. Okay,
Maybe, yeah. I guess you got a point there.
you are horribly close to me, and I don't like people being close to me in general. We're not just talking about Ranger Andy, are we?
Not really, boss. No. I grew up in a place called Hidalgo Ranch, just outside Mexico City. It wasn't much, just a bit of a farm, with a house for 3 generations of Tejadas. I wasn't the best behaved kid. I was quick with my hands, with a pistol or a wrench. And I wasn't afraid to get into fights over it. I never killed anybody. But I always Most of my family kept me in line. This was before the war. We were far enough away from Mexico City when the bombs fell that we missed the worst of it. But things got bad quick.
Oh, okay, well, go on.
Just a few days after Mexico City was vaporized, refugees started pouring down the road to our ranch. We helped who we could, but there were so many. Eventually, my father started turning people away before we ran out of food. Things got violent. My father and I got our guns, and we drove them off.
Okay, so too many people, and then when you told them you were out of supplies, they got angry about it?
About 24 men came back in the night after we'd gone to sleep. They set fire to the ranch house and barred the doors from the outside. My whole family was trapped inside. I smelled the smoke, and I got myself and my little sister. But everyone else. My parents, my grandmother, my 2 brothers, and 2 of my sisters all died.
Oh, that's sad. I'm sorry that happened to you, Raul.
Rafaela and I ran. We were pursued by some of the men who attacked our home. But I was always a good shot. The ones who came after us, I killed. The rest, I left be. I had to take care of Rafaela, not throw my life away on revenge.
Oh. Well, you know what? That's the responsible choice, isn't it? And not said anyone not to... Oh. Yeah, that's, no, that sounds like the bad response. You can't think it was your fault. No one could stand against a dozen armed men all alone. I mean, I could, but this is, I'm kind of a powerhouse, so...
I know that, boss. That's not what I'm getting at. I'm just getting sentimental in my old age. Anyways, forget it. Just wanted that off my chest.
Thank you, Raul, and kindly never be that much in my face ever again. Okay. Oh. I guess he was right to worry. Ranger Station audio log number 2. Let's see if we can't find number 1 before we give it a listen. Ow. You were killed in your sleep. And you as well. I happened to find that audiobook number 1. Maybe it's was outside and I just missed it. Don't see anything.
This is a message to the NCR from the Legion. We are coming for you. Run, and we will catch you. Hide, and we will find you. No matter what you do, you are all going to die. We took one of the women alive.
I see now. Well, let's talk to good old Ranger Andy. Oh, it's just down the road, really? Please tell me he'll give me a quest that's marked. Please. No more unmarked quests.
Any word on Station Charlie?
I went there. Everyone is... They're all dead. I'm sorry, Andy.
What? What happened?
Why would I lie? That's a weird thing to do. Member of Caesar's Legion. Yeah. Yeah, the Caesar. You know, that guy I murdered? Oh, man. Man, did I destroy him. I destroyed him completely. Yeah, ambush.
Those were good men at that station. Good men. This whole town was sleeping a lot easier because of them. Now, who knows what we're in for? The Legion? Christ. We'd be better off with raiders. Well, thanks for telling me. I know that knowledge didn't come without risk. Here, take this. Courtesy of the Ranger Veterans Fund.
Ow.
Look out for...
Wait, that's it? We're not gonna go for a rescue mission? I was kind of hoping for a rescue mission. Like, that's it. I find out they're dead, and it's like, oh, no, we're not... No, we go no further on that? Trying to do the NCR favors is so hard. Because they just don't seem to want to offer me any quests. Right, so now we get to look for Loyal, and I'm trying to remember where he was supposed to be. And then this third person, I don't know if I've ever met them. Camp McCarran. women's barracks? No. No, I think he might have his own... I think he might have his own room, so no. It's not where I'm looking. See, that's the doctor, that's the school. So Loyal's room has to be over here, I think. Probably this first one? I think this first one. Oh yeah, he has his own house. And he's not here. Okay, where might Loyal be? Places I've seen Loyal are in the hangar with that nervous fella, and also towards, keeping my eye out here, towards that the solar panels. So that's where we're gonna look. Look around. Loyal, you in here? Loyal? Oh, there you are, hanging out by your new plane.
Isn't that bomber a beauty? Thanks so much for making an old man's dreams come true.
Can I get a code for the VR pods?
No, those aren't for...
Fair enough. Okay, I was just
Anything
curious.
else you-
Goodbye.
That's a good thing to see, huh, boss?
What are you talking about?
That Loyal guy. He's getting up there in years, but he still finds a way to make himself useful to his people. If you ask me, that's better than withering away all alone or holding on to some faded piece of glory from your past.
Let's see. Always using his years of knowledge to help his tribe. At least he knew when to step back and start to take it easy. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Old history, boss. After the fire, I knew my sister and I couldn't stay at Hidalgo Ranch anymore. The refugees still wanted me dead. They even put a bounty on me. I remember how scared Rafaela was. I told her if she came with me, we'd see the vaqueros. She used to love the rodeo, especially the trick ride. We figured maybe we could find help in Mexico City. We were young. We didn't know what had happened really. We didn't understand about the bombs.
Wasn't Mexico City annihilated in the Great War?
I don't think it was as hard hit as D.C. or Bakersfield, but it was bad enough. By the time we got there, the city was a radioactive ruin. Still, the city was full of looters, already forming into the beginnings of raider tribes. Crime was bad before the war, but now it was a nightmare. We were living like scavengers, scraping by on what little food we could find, always looking for medicine for my burns. And then, of course, the radiation started to kick in, turning me into this handsome devil you see before you.
Huh. So it didn't take you too long for glorification, did it?
You're a poet of understatement, boss. But there were moments it was almost worth it. I still remember finding that novelty costume shop. I was just looking around for something I could slice up to wrap my burns when I saw the vaquero outfit hanging on the rack like it hadn't been touched.
Oh.
I took it, not like anybody else needed it, you know, and wore it back to our camp. Rafaela laughed. For the first time since the bombs had fallen.
I wonder if this is that special outfit I was told about. Wasn't it dangerous to be dressed so noticeably?
It was. I started to build up a legend. Sometimes it headed off trouble, but most of the times it just started more. Young punks looking to prove themselves would come looking for me, but my eyes were sharp and my guns were quick. For a while, it seemed like we might even survive there, until Rafaela.
Oh, did she get sick?
She went out to find some food one day. I was sick, so I stayed at her camp. I guess it must have been the beginning of radiation poisoning. Anyway, it was supposed to be safe, but some raiders happened to pass through where she was scavenging. I won't speak of what they did to her. When I found her body, the only way to recognize her was this funny little scar on her knee from when she was a little girl.
Oh.
Terrible doesn't begin to cover it, boss. I led my whole family down. First the ranch, now Rafaela. I was the last Tejada. I guess maybe I went a little crazy then. I took my guns and went back to that market. I didn't have many bullets, but I had enough. After the raiders were dead, I salvaged what I could from the store. I was tired. I just wanted to be alone forever.
So what did you do?
I left Mexico City behind. I made my way out to the Gulf Coast. Eventually, I found an old Petro Chico refinery nobody had claimed. I stayed there for a little while, and I thought a lot about my life. I thought about the guns I'd lived by, and what they'd gotten me. I decided my guns hadn't gotten me anything, and it was time to give it up. I took off the old vaquero outfit and put on a Petro Chico jumpsuit. The name tag said Miguel, so I started using the name myself. Eventually, I made it to Arizona. That's another story, boss.
I see, so we're getting close to you telling me how you actually got kidnapped by, what was her name again? Struggling to remember. Right, so if I introduce you to all these old people. Oh, look at that. There's Camp McCarran. So this is supposed to be NCR territory, I think. Okay, instead of getting myself caught in this fence, how about I walk around? Walking around the fence. Okie dokie. Am I kind of locked in here or something? According to this, it's behind me. Oh. I see. This must be the fort then, right? Interesting. Just a wall with nothing inside. Da-do. Let's see here. Is this why it was pointing me in a very different direction? Because this is a big fence. I see why they call it a fort. Yeah, this is definitely a fort, or it's a fortress. Look at this. So much wall. So uninviting. So many ruined billboards. Okie dokie. So that must actually be where the entrance is, then. Right? Okay, let's head straight towards where it's pointing, because... not sure what else I can do at this point, because I want to go through Raul's quest here, right? Because I was told, like, something really cool is gonna happen. Sure to make it easy to find something simple like a front gate, though. Okay, I think that's where I went last time. So maybe I must have just stopped short of actually reaching the gate. Gotta keep it going till I find the gate inside, and then Raul can finish his special quest and we get to see his cool outfit. So I'm game for that. I'm game. Man, they were not playing around. They really put in the effort to make a very, very strong wall here. Look at that. And it just goes on and on and on. Where the front door is, I don't know. Is this all still the fort? Oh, please tell me that's the gate. Because I see a gate. No. If I go in that way, though, they'll get upset with me. Or maybe I could try anyway. Let's try. What the? Bendatron? Was the way in behind...
Hey! Lock. Had enough?
That's not what we want to do. Okay, I take it back. I take it back. You can have your gate locked.
Sir or madam.
Show me what you got. Oh, one's almost broken. I don't see anything particularly fun. So is the fort in New Vegas itself? Is that why I couldn't find the entrance? Is because it's not on the outside.
Had enough?
Yeah, I'll take your stuff. I haven't had enough yet, though. Is there any of your friends nearby? I'm not walking over to pick that up. Well, dang, they're still not making this easy. What am I... Is that random murmuring, or is that supposed to be chanting in the background? I don't know. Miguel, this outfit better be cool, man. I'm telling you. I'm feeling like this is a lot of trouble just to try to get in there. So I'm telling you this, if this outfit is not as cool as promised, I'm never gonna see you again, because I'm circling around this place to no benefit for myself, just for you. Is that a bird or a person screaming in pain? It sounded horrible. I mean, either way, whatever it was supposed to be, it sounds horrible. Is that a giant sarsaparilla bottle? It is. In fact, it is a giant sarsaparilla bottle. That's funny. Oh, where could this front door be? Oh, where could the front door be? South Cistern. Hey, you know, I can check this place out. Why not? No point not exploring. Hello? Oh, okay, that's just clean water. That's pretty cool. But, that's actually just it. This is the whole place. Huh? Just an angry-looking pair of officers.
Help you?
Fucking Crocker couldn't find his ass if it wasn't on his backside.
Oh. I don't know who this Crocker is, but apparently you have a very low opinion of this fellow. Where are they? Oh, they were ahead of me. It just... Yeah, you know, I'll help myself to your things. Sure. And I'm over. Do. Please tell me this is something that... No, it just goes on past this building. Or does it? This looks like... Okay, so... It's inside Vegas, and I'm just trying too hard. Although we did find this tool place, so let's check it out. Stop being creepy, Mr. Robot Brain. I don't like you. You're creepy. You're a brain in a jar and you're angry about it. Uh-oh. Owie. Wow, that one just totally disintegrated when it blew up. The crazed Mr. Handy. Suckers. Ow! What blew up behind me? Probably a robot, based on all the rackety clanging I'm hearing. I'll take that. Is that it? Oh, no, there's a second floor. Okay, we can check that out. No. Ow. Oh. Someone who likes robots and explosives. Activate the suspicious terminal. Alright, building things to... Okay, building the things you need to build a better tomorrow. Oh. HR email. Cindy Lou, Crab Human Resources. All personnel new employee policies affect immediately. The following company policies are in place. All cameras are forbidden in office areas and on the factory floor. No more than 3 employees permitted in the break room at any time. In accordance with the wishes of management, all bathrooms have been sealed off and walled over. Oh, that's horrible. Employees are requested to attend all waste disposal needs before and after work hours. If you have any questions about these policies, please email Human Resources. Thank you. Mr. H has requested that the following rules be added to the H&H Tools employee policies. Effective immediately, employees will conduct all spoken language business in English. Yes, this includes dealing with international clients. Rooftop access is strictly prohibited. All employees must submit to a random DNA screening to isolate the traitor gene. Oh. H has asked me to pass the details of our new security systems. It's very important, so please read and confirm the email. Turrets have been installed in both cubicle areas. Central catwalk outside Mr. H's office. WID pass in all times where the turrets will open fire. We certainly don't want that, do we? Remember, no sudden movements until you hear the click. If the turret has recognized your ID signature and you're safe to pass. Police must submit at least one of the following first payday of the month. 1 vial of blood, 20 nail clippings, toe and fingernails fine, but not a mix of both. 1 lock of hair or a 5 square centimeter. Ew. These samples will be retained for monitoring purposes. Any employee seen colluding or conjugating with any of the following groups will be terminated immediately. Foreigners, masons, carpenters, tragic players, illegal aliens, extraterrestrials, or the Flemish. See Mr. H in the halls. Do not make eye contact. Making eye contact with Mr. H leads him to attempt to steal his thought energy. Wait, what? Yes, even Mr. H is wearing a special hat. Thank you for your patience with the reorganization. Now get out there. Make the best garage darn tools in the West. Access to hidden. Oh. Cindy Lou can no longer save me. Wait, what? Building. Okay. I can do that now. Lucky 38 VIP card. Oh, there we go. Anthony's House Terminal. Oh, this must be Mr. House himself. Disgraced. Monitored. Alright, time to level up. No, I needed a lot of repair. See, journal entry. So years roll on to find myself missing my father's advice more and more. I wonder if he would be proud of the decisions I've made, but no. Such second-guessing does me no good. I won't be weighed down by the past, and I won't waste energy on ancient family history, especially when that history isn't really family at all. Oh. Beginning to mistrust Henderson, and I think he's conspiring. Oh, I built this company, damn it, and I won't be ousted by some Johnny-come-lately fancy college man with his robots and his degrees. I've asked Cindy Lou to keep an eye on him, to monitor his email for suspicious activity. They've all turned against us, haven't they, Cindy Lou? Cindy Lou's right. I have no choice. May God forgive me for what I have done. All my employees, all these people, I thought my loyal friends. Was I wrong? Am I crazy? I scattered this journal across the terminals in the office just in case. They won't take me down with the fight. As soon as I finish this entry, I'm activating the security system. If you're reading this and you're an American, God bless the USA. And if you're reading this and you're my brother, see you in hell, Alexander House. I think that was going to, deactivate the turrets that were trying to kill me. So apparently there's supposed to be some more around here, more of these, terminals with the diary entries. Ah, sweet, Mr. Handy isn't trying to kill me. See, there's 2 dead computers. Oh. Stay out, you red menace. Nevertheless, oh. Huh. Just goes on and on, doesn't it? Apparently Mr. House went a little crazy. Yeah, so this is all gonna be the same stuff. No more haircuts, no more trims. They can use it to try to steal might. Steal your thought energy with their own eyes. Special hat that stops them. Though special hat, special shotgun. Father, why have you stopped talking to me? You always loved him best, didn't you? Jenny DeSoto. Beats me out, and I try to check their SEC filing information, but the whole company's like a maze. I can't even tell who's in charge. I emailed Dobson about his brother's private investigator who does a lot of corporate stuff. Maybe he'll have an answer. Jenny. Sorry, babe, I can't this weekend. My church choir is doing a musical theater retelling the life of Saint Columba. And I have to work the Loch Ness Monster puppet. That sounds awesome. You got to be the Loch Ness Monster in a theater. Yeah, just the same HR emails again. Okay, you got anything for me? Oh, I guess you're just broken. Lights are on, but nobody's home. And that's just smashed to pieces. When did that get there? From Jack Maynard. What the jumpin' monkey flip? Dob, have you seen these new HR rules? What the heck is going on here? I swear if this place didn't have great benefits, I'd be out of here. Jack. Jenny DeSoto. Just fed Ellen a line about having to play Loch Ness Monster and play this weekend, so I'm free Friday night. Let me bring the souvenir rocks. Wait, what? Oh. Said your brother might know something about these Robco guys that are kicking our butts on the trading floor. You heard anything? Alan. Wait, was the red that he's talking about Robco? I thought he was talking about China. Isn't that a thing, like America and China were butting heads and that's what happened with the Great War? This weekend and Jenny's busy. Why don't you bring over the... Oh. Apparently everyone was a piece of work. Smoking something. Cheating on somebody. Yeah, that's just more about Robco again. So I think I'm done here. There's nothing else about, like, Alexander House himself. Well, unless... Does this computer have something? Dobson O'Gill. Okay. The door behind me sounded really big. Hey, Lady Gibson. Let's go. What will you buy off me? Okay, that sounds pretty cool, but, you can take it, though. I wonder why I seem to be so heavy.
Another satisfied. Take it.
Okay, you take it. Hey, Securitrons, what's up? Just casually minding my own business, don't worry about me. Okay, now, where's the entrance to this, Michelangelo's? Like the turtle? Sign shop.
I've heard that the Securitrons are nastier than ever.
I mean... I guess it's a problem if you break the law. Oh, please tell me this is it. This looks... Oh, Angelo's workshop, that's right. Hello, Mr. Angelo. Mr. Angelo? I understand this is your workshop. Are you Angelo? Are you the Angelo in question?
Evening.
assistant. Okay, the one in the red suit. Kate?
Hi. What can I do for you?
Who is this Michelangelo?
He's the reason the strip shines like a star at night. Mike's imagined and built every sign, billboard, and light you'll see around here.
Wait, so the signs are actually, new around here? Tell me again. Okay, where can I find them?
Out the back of the shop. He's
Oh.
Bye.
So there's actually someone, like, getting these signs back in order. That's interesting. Huh. I just thought they were gonna, like, name everything, like, whatever, just because the sign was already there. You know, kind of like why his suit says Miguel. Yeah, there's the assistant again. Uh-oh. Am I lost? Oh no, I'm lost. I mean, it looks like where I came from, so... NCR Trooper.
One of the ranger vets.
I see you found your way to sober up.
Sir?
Dang straight, you can call me sir.
At this rate, one Securitron is gonna be enough to defend the whole strip.
Nice. I know I did a good job, didn't I? No, no. Tell me your stories? Oh, this Chuck Norris looking fella, isn't that funny?
Help you?
Embassy? Hello?
Welcome to the NCR Embassy.
Looking for the ambassador?
Ambassador Crocker can be found in his office through the door to my right.
Thank you. That's a janitor's room. Oh. See, NCR troop doing push-ups. Bathrooms. Bedroom.
Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
You're welcome. Huh, someone with a name.
So you're the one that went into the Lucky 38. I bet that was pretty cool. What can I do?
Can you tell me, Cap Papas? Hey, Patrick, welcome in. Can you tell? Yeah, tell me about
She
him.
might be a bit of a hard ass, but she's the best damn captain we've had here. I'd be careful around her. You don't want to get on our bad side.
Good to know, and I have no idea who she was before I asked you. What do you know about the ambassador?
He's a little stiff and stuffy. Doesn't leave the office that much. Always surrounds himself with papers and reports. I've always wanted to play a prank on him, but there's no way I could ever pull that off without getting in trouble from Captain Pappas.
Huh, prank you say?
Yeah, I got a few ideas that I'm working on. Maybe I'll let you in on it once I ask something.
Cool. Maybe she meant the other way. See, this has the red carpet, so this is probably the more official. Okay, no, hold on. Oh, you must be the ambassador.
Glad you could make it. I have something I wanted to discuss with you. It's
Wait.
a very important matter, and I have a strong feeling you're the perfect person for the job.
I'm listening.
I'm sure you've noticed that things are a little tense around here with all the issues between the NCR, the Legion, and Mr. House. It doesn't take a genius to see that something big is going to happen soon. To be honest with you, the NCR is in a tight spot. But if we fail now, it's the people here that are going to suffer the most. I'm not willing to let that happen. And I don't think you're the kind of person that would either.
Okay, you have my attention.
To the northeast is a settlement. The locals here call them boomers. They are sitting on a munitions stockpile that would be invaluable to us. I would like you to get in contact with them, and then do whatever it takes to convince them to help us. Unfortunately, the boomers keep to themselves and are, let's say, hostile to all outsiders. That's why I need someone like you. Someone with your background and reputation would have a better chance of reaching them than anyone I have available. In exchange for your help, you would receive complete amnesty for any past crimes against the NCR, as well as additional benefits and perks. Do you think you would be able to do this for me?
Actually, I already know them, and I'm already good friends with them.
That's excellent news. So they'll help us, right?
The boomers have agreed to help us. Or they agreed to help me.
Excellent work. I can't tell you how useful that will be. In any event, I have another assignment ready and waiting for you. Rest up, and when you're ready, speak to me again.
Why do I literally have to go to sleep first? Can I borrow your bed? Do you have a bed in here? Oh. What's up, Raoul? You know what? Might as well just sleep through the night. Sleep, 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 sleep if you sleep. Hello, Mr. Ambassador? Mr. Ambassador. Oh, sorry, Mr. Police Officer. Oh yeah, it's like 4 in the morning. Mr. Ambassador?
All of a sudden, I like our chances a whole lot better.
You're welcome. Because I know it's because I'm that awesome. Where'd the ambassador go? Hello?
We got our best friend.
This is weird. Random NCR trooper. I wonder where this Pappas is supposed to be.
We got our best rangers.
Yeah, that's behind a locked door. So let's not test that theory. Even the secretaries disappeared. Hello, honey. Hello. Oh. Did you fall? Did you fall off because you're being a silly... Were you being a silly... can, like, see that Camp McCarran is right there. And yet I can't do anything about it. Vault 21 gift shop.
Hi, I'm Sarah Weintraub. Welcome to the finest vault hotel in the whole world.
Are you the owner of this hotel and shop?
Well, it is my vault, all right. I mean, yeah. That is, no. I take care of it, but I suppose you could say that it belongs to Mr. House.
Oh. What does Mr. House have to do with the vault?
Mr. House has everything to do with Vault 21. He tried to get us out before he filled it with concrete. I almost went ape. So we convinced him. Okay, Sheldon and I, right? We convinced him to leave the top level mostly intact.
Wait, why did he fill it with concrete?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't want anybody sneaking around down there. My vault runs deep and wide. It's filled with corridors and rooms that go far. What gives him the right to screw us with the royal shaft anyway? So he saved New Vegas. Woohoo! Now scram and let us go on with our lives. Sheesh.
I've got a suspicion about where Mr. House is. Actually, you know what? While we're here, and whilst I also seem to be unable to actually get into Camp McCarran, I think it's about time that I go ahead and visit Mr. House in person. What did the thing say to do? Take the elevator down? Sun is killing me. Oh. Yeah, the usual graffiti around here.
Doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, son, that's called your face. Ding dong.
Ah. And one moment will we try to relaunch the game. Because it's Fallout New Vegas. Of course it's crashed. Of course we crashed. That black NCR armor. I kind of think it looks better, you know, in green, but maybe that's just me. What's up?
Oh, hi.
Why wasn't the data useful?
We were connected for half a minute and received enough data to fill 5 holodisks. It looked like nonsense. It was all biometric data, life signs from Mr. House. The technology he's using is so advanced that it samples data hundreds of times per second. It's fascinating, but depressing. Whatever technology he has can't possibly be practical for the people out here.
Oh. How long have you been with the followers?
About 5 years now. I have family back in Arroyo. But this is where all the good work is being done, so to speak. NCR taxes and inflation have been hard for a lot of people to deal with, and most of the money's going to the war effort. There's not much funding for medical research with OSI or any other group. Not unless it has a military application, anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm having trouble arguing with them considering that they're trying to fend off literal slavers and horrendous people, so Kind of a good cause. Is there another way?
After 2 tries, I think I've learned enough. I'm sure there's something more promising I could be helping the other followers with.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Speech.
True. Alright.
Come on, tell me about it.
This try was a little less professional. Someone important on the strip had access to some of House's technology. Specifically, a Securitron. And more specifically, the someone was Benny. I know. He shot you in the head and everything. But this was a while ago. I knew he was sleazy, but I didn't realize he was so...
Uh-huh. Did Benny say why he had the Securitron?
He sure didn't. Benny was pretty tight-lipped and cryptic about the thing. But he did let me poke around in it for a while. I wound up helping Benny a lot more than he helped me. Once he had access to the Securitron's memory banks, he kicked me out of the cops. Big surprise, right? Should have seen that coming.
Huh. Before I make a mess. Let's see here. Guess not, because I thought I was supposed to be able to go to the basement. Guess we could try the, following the marker again. Problem with that, though, is that it didn't seem to lead anywhere a couple times. But we can try again.
Some nut attack.
Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Alright. Are you serious? You're going to be doing all that racket making right next to me? Quit jumping on the bed. You're making so much noise, you silly. Why are you so silly? Why are you so silly? Why do you keep trying to jump on the bed? Good luck wandering caravan. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, little honey, for taking that elsewhere. What in the...
Orders for service rifles and ammunition have been pouring in from McCarran so fast we can't keep up. Hell of a fight is coming.
Just speed walking backwards. Okay. Why not? Why not? Okay, again, this is just taking me right to this farm. Hold on, let me check this. Please stop. And now I'm just back here. Where is the actual gate in? I am so confused. Should I just cheat at this point so I can fly in? Like, I'll do it. I'll do it because I've literally circled around this entire place. Wait. Hold up. Is this the wall for Fort McCarran? That's New Vegas, and that's Fort McCarran. Have I been circling the wrong wall? I mean, I found some neat stuff by doing that, but... Oh. My gosh. No. What'd you point at me for? For friends?
One of the ranger vets looked at me and I just about surrendered.
Sure. Oh man, you kidding me? I've been circling the wrong wall. I just found that other cool stuff. I'm closer to finding out Mr. House's secret, because apparently it's really just a bad idea to side with Mr. House. So we're gonna find him, and we're gonna take Vegas for ourselves. Accessible. Oh, that's nightmares. That's horrible. Smells like a butt.
What is it? Nice to meet you.
What do you do here?
I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo and most of our forces here garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics, patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Goodbye. Now that I'm here, what was the... That's right, I'm looking for a Sterling. Where is Sterling? Isn't that Archer's name, Sterling? I wonder if that's like an actual name you give people, or that was just a stupid thing that they came up with for the show.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Hey, Boyd.
You got like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right...
Need any help?
Yeah. So far, this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for.
Cool.
We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me, that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Why don't you just beat him senseless? Sure.
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic.
Oh.
There's some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
I mean, I tend to run right into bullets, so... Alright, okay, so you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him.
Before anyone says it, yeah, I saw the thing about the prisoners of war, but here's the thing. Caesar's Legion.
Long time no see, Celus.
They kidnap women and children for slaves.
Thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend does. Oh, and Celus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Yeah, let's save just in case. Hi, Silas.
Lovely little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
Let's tell me everything you know, Silas. And did the game just crash? Yes.
Of course, of course.
Oh,
All you
never
have to
mind.
do is ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Let's just get on with it. Oh, that excellent slow-mo.
Not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute?
Get away from me.
Alright.
Like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this will make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your wounds will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
Getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the maniac back in here for some playtime?
Oh, please let me in.
Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
Yeah, I don't think he'd survive the super sledge. Area.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks.
Yeah, I kind of murdered him already. I'll be the judge of that. Maybe I'll beat some more useful information out of you.
Beat me all you like, but it won't make my information any more useful. You can take what I have or leave it.
Fine, tell me what you know.
Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
I mean, that's not very useful because, I kind of put an end to all of his sickly issues. I guess it means I miss out on his special power armor, but still.
There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer. If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
Thank you, that was very useful. Girl, get out of my face.
That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.
Thank you. So who are you, though?
Not big on reading name tags, huh?
Not
That's
really.
Okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
I don't know. But thank you for that information. Oh, if I can... Oh. Just remember, I'm always here. Before you start going on about giving people collars. Huh, nope, just empty cells. Still don't know where Sterling is. There's in fact a spy. That's useful information.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
You're welcome. Wait, where was Nelson again? That must have been that other place like I liberated before, right? NCR Heavy Trooper. Interesting. It's like Brotherhood of Steel, except you took some of the parts off to make it lighter.
Something I can do for you?
James
We're all impressed
Shu.
with the work you've done for us. Thought you might be able to make use of this. It's a key to a little hideaway south of here.
Nice.
We've used it as a place for rangers to rest and resupply. I thought you might get good use out of it.
Nice. I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I can help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far...
Tell me about the fiends.
As in chem fiends. Biggest gang of raiders I've ever seen. Nothing like addiction to swell your numbers. Psychotic and completely unpredictable. They set up shop in Vault 3 to the west. Every day they attack our positions and my men repel them. But every day there's more of them and less of us. I sent one of my rangers after their leader to try and destabilize them. He didn't return. Hell of a thing, losing a ranger. You come to depend on them. And they come through for you so often, you forget it can happen.
Alright, I'll go to Vault 30 then.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
I think I found someone named Motor Runner before. Right, so we'll make a priority to visit Vault 3. But we're also looking for Sterling. Sterling. You seen a Sterling?
A little busy at the moment.
Eat up with anything?
Give you work? Between you and me, I don't think he ever leaves.
Oh, okay.
I can't say.
Okay, goodbye.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Not the first time I heard about Vault 22.
No, they wouldn't have briefed you, would they? Probably better that our junior fellows stay within the bounds of their privilege anyway. Vault 22. Where to begin?
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible?
I mean, nothing's impossible.
Precisely. Science has proven that truth 1,000 times over. But how many Wasteland savages believe it? Present company accepted, of course. The bounty I described to you is no idle. We need only reach out and unlock its secret. For that, the OSI needs you.
Scientific. Okay, never simple as that. Yep.
Isn't it? One
I've already been there.
direction efforts, or the efforts of others, toward a goal, and progress is made. It's a matter of incentives, nothing more. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them, no one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Alright, I'll do it.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level. Download all the information on the central server to...
Anything else I should know?
I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple... Downloading the data will...
I must have missed something then. Okay. But no, I still want to find Sterling before I leave, because...
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but... Did he keep...
he asked me to get data from Vault 22?
I shouldn't say anything. I know that. There were a lot of mercs. One after another. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius, and he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No, didn't mention anyone else.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich. Not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc. But I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
You know what? I'll look for her. And I would have done it for free, but you offered to pay me already.
I had a good feeling about you. Moment you walked in.
Bye. Find Keeley. Are you Sterling?
Something I can do for you?
Oh wait, this is the same office. I think I've been all over this building. So Sterling has to be elsewhere? It's a New Vegas Sterling. Sterling. These are actually pretty nice tents. Well, we found him.
Howdy. Name's Sterling, First Recon. Can't say I've seen you before. I'd remember if I had.
You remember everyone who passes here, though?
Got a good memory for faces, landmarks and such, too. Comes with practice, that's all. And a lot of scouting from place to place.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're in the recon. Yeah, you got a lever action rifle, too. That's pretty cool.
I call her the Long Carabine. Didn't always have the scope. I added that myself. Been shooting with her so long, couldn't bring myself to toss her away. Would have felt guilty to part with the old girl. The other snipers used bolt action, but Gorbets reckoned it didn't matter none if I was different. So long as I could hit my targets.
You've always been with 1st Recon?
Used to be a ranger. One of the first to sent out east back before we took the dam. Observation and reconnaissance. We took the lay of the land, checked out the locals, and kept ourselves inconspicuous. A couple friends of mine were the first to scout the dam. That was back in '73, if I recall. A lot of those rangers are dead now. Vegas always chewed men up. It's just a little more literal nowadays.
So why'd you leave the Rangers?
That wasn't really a matter of choice. Got myself caught by legionaries up near Malpay. They had themselves some fun with me. Mangled my hands and feet pretty good. Wasn't much good with the pistol after that. Wasn't gonna be trekking across the waste on any more long scouts either.
So how'd you manage to escape the Malpa?
Caesar's boys figured I wasn't going anywhere after what they'd done to me. So they didn't bother tying me up. I crawled out of there on my elbows and knees. Must have looked a sight. Then I rolled down an embankment into the Colorado. I guess I had a mind to drown rather than give Caesar's boys the satisfaction of killing me. But a couple of rangers happened to be watching from across the river. They jumped on in and pulled me out of there. Lucky break, they said.
Oh, isn't that nice?
Always a problem.
Oh, good.
Hold on.
Seconds to talk, Bob.
Oh, now it triggers. Okay, what's on your mind?
Meeting Corporal Sterling. Well, it kind of got me thinking. Here's a guy that's been beat all to hell, right? I mean, he could have retired from the service, but instead he signs back on and does what he can. You think he did the right thing?
See, I think it's a good thing he's devoted to his duty. More people should act that way. The answer, put a lot of time into his training. It'd be harsh, but a soldier can't do his job properly without those. Yeah, devoted.
You think so, boss? Because I remember a time when a lot of people stuck to their duty no matter what. It ended with nuclear bombs falling on my hometown.
Oh. Talking about the Great War? What do you remember?
I left everything when I left Mexico. My home, my family, my name, even my face. I know it's surprising, boss, but I wasn't always just handsome. As far as the world knows, I was Miguel, and I was okay with that. I headed north for a while, and ended up in Tucson. Not Tucson, by the way. Things were good there. Well, maybe not good, but better than Mexico City, anyway. I found myself a little shack, started fixing things.
Fixing things?
Well, sure, boss. I was always good at fixing things. Some I fix for the town, some I fix for other people, some I fix just for the hell of it. It's a better way to use your hands than killing. And even then, I wasn't getting any younger or faster. I lived there for a long time, kept to myself, didn't get into any fights. Hell, the only reason I even kept my guns oiled was professional pride.
Oh. Why aren't you still there then?
Getting there, boss. I'd been in Tucson. The locals can call it Tucson all they want, but it's Tucson, damn it. About 75 years when she showed up. Prettiest thing you ever saw, boss. Maybe it was just a trick of my senile brain, but I swear she looked just like my Rafaela. Her name was Claudia. She ended up taking work at one of the brothels in town. I never went to her, of course. How could I? But I looked after her in my own way.
So what happened with her?
This was a long time ago, before Caesar's Legion pacified Arizona and brought the Raider tribes to heel. A tribe came into Tucson one day. More a gang, really. Dirty Dave and his 6 brothers. They were looking for bullets, and I sold some to them. I figured if I did that, they'd leave town before they tore it up too much.
They didn't do it though, did they?
No, boss. No, they didn't. As I was saying, I hoped they'd leave the town in peace. Instead, they decided to stop at Claudia's brothel and take the edge off. I don't know which one of them got rowdy first, but by the time I heard the screams and got my guns, it was too late. They shot up the brothel, killed 4 girls, and taken Claudia for their sport.
Did you rescue her?
I went after Dave and his brothers. They had a head start, but they slept nights. I didn't. Took me 3 days to catch up to them. Claudia was dead when I got there. They put a bullet in each of her eyes. I couldn't do anything except avenge her, just like Rafael. I charged into the middle of their camp and started firing. 2 of them were dead before they knew I was there. The other 5, though, they shot the shit out of me. I would have died, I think, if I wasn't so full of rage.
So, how did you survive then?
By being a meaner old cuss than the rest of them, boss. I wanted to keep living until they weren't. So I just kept shooting until they were all dead. I was in pretty bad shape in the end, though. I don't know how long I laid there, with the sun baking me and the buzzards chomping at me. Eventually, I got the strength to start moving. Some long time after that, I managed to drag my carcass back to town.
What happened then?
When I recovered, more or less anyways, I left Tucson and headed west. I ran into Tabitha at Black Mountain, and well, the rest you know.
Tabitha, that was her name.
Done with the gunslinging life. I was too old, too slow, and too beat up to protect anyone anymore. I thought I was done forever, but after traveling with you, I realized I've always had my doubts.
Doubts about what?
About whether I still had what it took to carry my pistols proudly, to use them to do what's right. And now that I've been traveling with you for a while, you made me realize that I could still do that. Maybe I'm not as tough as I used to be, but my brains can make up for that. And my hands are still quick enough. It's time to put the guns back on.
I think that's a great idea, Ro, and I hope you'll put them to good use with me.
You can bet on that, boss.
Yeah. Let's gain the old Vaquero perk, which increased the rate of fire with revolvers, lower actions by 33%. Okay, that's an awesome outfit.
I'm sure this with a tribe of fanatically devoted.
So apparently I did not finish my business in the vault. But I don't think I want to continue any further today. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set the quest. Get myself into Vault 22 and then we'll know exactly where we're going. Alright, that's the end of the stream, so we're gonna raid a good friend.